right, guys, I want to start today's video off with a celebration of Conwell. Conwell went to see their endocrinologist, and so far, since his last appointment, he has lost 15 pounds. His blood pressure is at 116 over 78. His post-meal glucose, and his meal was eggs and sausage, was 90. Gosh, that's fantastic, guys. And his new A1C, 5.0. Conwell, where's the diabetes? You tell me. And Conwell goes on to say that his doctor was speechless when Conwell told him, I only take Synthroid and Jardians now. According to Conwell, on his last visit, he was taking 8 endo and cardiac RX meds, and now he's only taking the Synthroid and Jardians. Yeah, I bet his doctor was speechless. You know, this is a testimony, guys. This is what will help other diabetics say, hey, maybe I should try this. I want to give Conwell a round of applause for their work. But you know what? Conwell and I communicate in email. And I've learned some stuff from Conwell too, as well. And, I also want to celebrate Conwell because he really does put in the research too. He is very into this and learning. And it's like I always say, when you know, well, you know. Information and knowledge is important. We didn't know all these things, and we was getting ourselves sick with the foods we ate, and we didn't realize just how much bad we was making ourselves sick. So, Conwell, congratulations to you. All right. Well, that brings me to another question I received. I was asked about constipation and diarrhea on a ketogenic lifestyle, whether you're doing keto or carnivore. And, so that's what this video is going to be about today. Poop. Now, guys, if you are sensitive to this topic, this video may not be for you. All right. But for some people, it can be a pain in the butt. Okay, guys, forgive me for that horrible joke. But hey, stay with me. Well, hey guys, my name is Susan, and if you're new here, I've been living a ketogenic lifestyle for the past year and a half. You can follow up on my health journey by watching some of my other videos, which I'll have linked here at the end of this one. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. And you guys already know you are my friends. I am trying to speak a little soft because right now it's actually 2:30 in the morning. I'm battling a bit of a sleepless night. I got a lot of things on my mind, and I know that eventually I'm going to fall asleep and I won't be able to do this recording later on in the morning when I usually do. So I needed to get this done. But because of that, Chris is trying to sleep, and I don't want to wake him up by being too loud. I do tend to get a little loud and I get excited. So I am trying to be mindful. So if you're having a hard time hearing me, I apologize. I hope that's not the case. All right. So, poop. Look, guys, constipation and diarrhea is a very common thing to happen for those who are just beginning this lifestyle, whether you're keto or a carnivore. And that's just because your gut biome, it's all used to having the carbs in there. And it's going to take time for your gut biome to change gears, so to speak. When you start giving it the protein and the fat instead of the carbs, it's got to change its biome to handle all that. So it's either going to cause you some constipation or it's going to cause you some diarrhea. For me, I had diarrhea, guys. Now, when I was doing keto, I had diarrhea, but I wasn't sure if it was from keto or from the metformin I was on, because that's the side effect of metformin. And in January 2023, when I transitioned to carnivore, I had even more diarrhea. And that lasted for like 3 months. But I was taking Oxbol a lot because I was having a lot of gallbladder attacks, and I suspect that was more my issue than it was anything else. Dr. Barry and some other doctors will tell you that if you have diarrhea or constipation lasting more than just a couple of weeks after your initial transition, then maybe you should see your doctor. Having said that, if you are a seasoned ketogenic person, I don't know, how would you even say that? If you've been doing keto or carnivore for a while and you're starting to experience constipation, we'll start with constipation. if you're starting to experience constipation, you can try a few things. Um, One of the things you can try to do is adding more fat to your meals. Okay. Uh, when you add more fat, it kind of the best way I can explain it is it kind of gives kind of greases you up there and it gets your bowels going. All right. Now, if you start to go from constipation to diarrhea after adding fat, then you've added too much fat. That's a symptom, right? You're eating too much fat, you're running to the bathroom. You don't eat enough fat, you can't go to the bathroom. Okay? Option number two is you could take some magnesium citrate. Okay? And I learned this from guys. Look, I can't tell you enough how much YouTube videos on the whole ketogenic lifestyle I watch. It's actually very insane. I learned it from one of the doctors, and I want to say it's Dr. Berry, but the magnesium citrate, and they recommend that you take it in the evening time because for a lot of people, not everyone, it can make you tired. So it actually might help you sleep some too. So they recommend taking it at nighttime, but magnesium citrate is supposed to help get your bowels going as well. Definitely recommend starting off at a very low dose and adjusting as needed. Um, there's also your electrolytes. Now, I'm not telling you to run out and buy Element or Keto Chow electrolytes or any of the other hot topic electrolytes out there. Guys, I'm just talking about simply making sure you're salting your food liberally. If you are having a constipation, try adding more salt to your food. You don't have to put a whole pile of salt in there. You don't have to eat salt lick, but add some more salt and see if that helps anything. Okay. And then I have heard that, I'm reluctant about this, but that's because of my experience with oxbile. A lot of people with constipation will take oxbile because it helps your liver and it helps you move your bowels. In my case, which I already talked about, I was having some diarrhea, but then again, I was desperately trying not to have a gallbladder attack. So I was trying anything. So I was probably overtaking it. You could try that. I've heard about people trying oxbol to help relieve them of constipation. If none of these things work, I would definitely say you need to go see a doctor though. If you're having diarrhea, guys, if you're having diarrhea, the likelihood is you're just having way too much fat. And that's assuming you're eating clean keto, okay? If you're eating what they call a dirty keto, and what that means is you're having all these substitute recipes that is using all these artificial sweeteners and all this other stuff, that could really be messing up your biome and causing a lot of gas and problems in your bowels, guys. So first of all, address what you're eating. And people on keto, I'm like, well, I'm having fiber. So why am I having problems being constipated? Well, guys, let me tell you something. Steak and Butter Gal. I don't know if any of y'all know of her. She's a pretty big channel. I imagine all of you know her. She used to be a vegetarian, and she has said that, when she was a vegetarian, she was constipated a lot. And as a vegetarian, she was eating a lot of fiber. And she says it's because of all the fiber. It was backing her up. So just because you're eating fiber on keto doesn't mean you're safe from constipation, guys. All right, well, this shouldn't be too long of a video. Hope I didn't make anybody uncomfortable. I hope it helps some of y'all out there. My friends, it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.